guys, it's LEGO Matic 9, and today I'm doing another LEGO Star Wars 2014 set review, and today I have the Clone Turbo Tank Microfighter. Now, instead of doing a joint review with other Microfighters, I decided just to go with the individual review for this one because I really wanted to give my opinion on the new Clone Trooper minifigure, and I wasn't really interested in buying all 6 or all 5 of the other Microfighters. However, I did buy the Millennium Falcon just for the Han Solo, since that guy's pretty awesome. But back onto the set. Again, Clone Turbo Tank, set number 75028, ages 6 to 12, and has a piece count of 96. And it retails for $9.99, so $9.99, and you get one brand new minifigure with it. And yes, you get this awesome Clone Trooper with it, which I'll show you guys later. And then you get this, which is kind of ridiculous for 10 bucks, but I'll explain that a little later. So let's jump into the close-up of this magnificent new Clone Trooper. Alright, so here is the brand new Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Now this is using the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith style, or the live-action armor if you want to call it that. So it's a lot better and a lot more accurate than the Clone Wars armor is, so it just looks a lot better than the Clone Wars armor does. However, my only complaint with the new live-action figures are the knee pads, because the knee pads only extend halfway down. They don't really look like knee pads to me. They just, I don't know, they just don't look right because they're like some really weird triangles, whereas the Clone Wars ones are a complete, like, an actual knee pad. So like that's what the Clone Wars one looks like. So the Clone Wars knee pads look a lot better than the live action ones do, but the torso and the helmet are a lot better than the Clone Wars version. So again, just the leg printing on there, which looks nice. It's not terrible, but it could be a lot better, so it's definitely pretty awesome. His torso is just the plain Clone Trooper torso, the Phase 2 armor, which definitely looks really awesome. You have all of that detail packed in there with the belt and just all of the awesome awesome details in there. Then on the back, it's got the thermal detonator or whatever the heck that thing is on the back. Still don't know. And just the belt and just everything looks really spectacular on the back. He has a regular blaster, no weird new blaster things, whatever they're called, the things that shoot. I don't know what they are, what the specific name for those are. Anyway, back onto the figure. So he does have a new, like the newer live-action face, which looks awesome instead of the weird animated-looking one. His helmet is just spectacular. It's just the regular Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmet that they've been using for the past year or so. So it definitely looks really awesome. It's got the blue on the sides now, the blue lines on the breathers, as well as on that side. He's got the breathers under his helmet right there, which look really awesome. Then he's got that visor, which looks amazing. Then it's got the line that's above the visor, which looks really awesome. The mouthpiece could be a little better. It looks kind of large, but it still looks awesome. So the helmet looks spectacular. Then it also has the little gray marks right there and there as well on the cheeks. No back printing, but here's the back of a helmet. Looks pretty awesome. You guys probably already have seen that. So yeah, the Clone Trooper is really awesome. It's definitely a great addition for the set. I just wish that there would have been a set where we got multiples of this guy, instead of just getting it with the Turbo Tank, which I don't know. It's just, I don't know why they did that. But anyway, that's it for the figure. Let's jump into the Microfighter itself. So here is the actual Turbo Tank itself. Now, as you guys know, these are replacing the planet sets, so instead of getting a little model and a planet, you get one of these things, which is a little bigger than those mini models, and it actually interacts with the minifigure, so you just don't have it on a stand. So I'm not really a huge fan of these Microfighters. They're not something that I was really hoping for. The only reason why I was hoping for it was for the Clone Trooper minifigure. But it is still a pretty neat set. It's definitely meant for younger children, but I still like it. It's not really meant for collectors unless you collect this kind of thing, but it's up to you guys. It's personal preference, basically, so just whatever you guys feel the need for. So up front on the Turbo Tank, you have these cannons. You got just 4 blaster cannons up front. You got the 10 wheels on the bottom, which all roll independently. They're not connected to each other, so they can roll independently, and you can like roll it away and do whatever you want with it. Then you just have on the front, you have some, I guess some, I don't know, some windshield pieces. You got some sloping and some tiles right there. Up top you have, like, I guess where the like the viewing scope or whatever it is, it raises up to like get a higher view of the battlefield. You have flick fire missiles on the side, so what's a Lego set without those? You know, efficient right there. Look at that. It went flying and it's under my desk. Woo, let's get rid of the other one. Alright, that one didn't go missing, but whatever. Then on the back, you have some nice pieces that are definitely useful. You got some cheese slopes, too, which are always useful. You have the back portion, which has the cannon on the top, which can move around and try not to break it off. So you can, like, move it around. Then you just have some other pieces all around here, which definitely give it the look of the turbo tank. Then also, like all of these Microfighters do have, you can just take a minifigure and just seat him in there like so. So he can drive it around and look obnoxious on the battlefield and get destroyed by droids because they will think he's stupid. So, that is pretty much it for the Turbo Tank Microfighter. There's definitely not a lot to it. The box is relatively small. It's the size of the older battle packs, but it's definitely pretty cool. You don't have the new banner up at the top. You just have the Lego and the classic Star Wars logo. Got the specs on the side here. The graphic of the turbo tank driving through the beaches of Kashyyyk, it looks like. Then nothing on the side. On the back, you have just the turbo tank, the playability feature, the clone trooper. Then you have all 6 of the like the 5 other Microfighters on there, as well as the turbo tank. On the top, you have the actual size of the clone trooper, which is definitely nice. And yeah, so not really anything to the box. So that is pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My opinion on Microfighters, you guys kind of already know. I'm not a huge fan of them, but they do come with some pretty awesome minifigures like this. So if you really want this clone trooper, I would highly suggest buying this set because it is the only set you can get them in. But if you're wanting to build an army, I'd go with the Untitled Troopers Battle Pack or the Kashyyyk Troopers Battle Pack, because those ones are just a lot better, because you get 4 clone troopers in each of those sets. So you can either get like the Kashyyyk Trooper or the Untitled Troopers, whichever one you guys want, rather than just buying a set that just comes with one figure for practically the same price. So I would suggest buying a battle pack over this set unless you really want this guy. But you can probably buy him off of Bricklink for fairly cheap now. I'm not sure how much they're going for, but you guys can probably find it there. So thank you guys for watching. Check out my Google Plus account. So just go to my page, check out my Google Plus account, add me to your circles on there or whatever it is. Follow my Flickr account as well as my Facebook account. Jeez, I can't talk today. Facebook account, because I do post exclusive stuff there. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.